Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. So we have it's Klawn Dyke is what I put on the advertisement, but I found out tonight, even before we got on, that Paul and a few of them were telling me his actual name is Sean. So we have Sean on tonight, and we're going to be talking to him. He gets into a lot of things. He does trains, he does 3D printing, he has a laser, so he's a maker. Kind of like a lot of us, does a lot of things. So I'm not going to do any announcements or anything tonight. We're just going to get right into it. So how you doing, Sean?
Doing wonderful.
Tell us where we can find you, all your channels.
Oh, my channel is YouTube/Klawn Dyke, KLAWNDYKE. Then I have a website. I do T-track modules, and it's the same, klondyke.com.
Where'd you get, since your name's Sean, where did you come up with the Klawn for Klawn Dyke? I said it came from what would you do for a Klawn Dyke bar?
That works. I hear that a lot.
Yeah. But where'd you come up with the name?
Well, actually, my name is Sean Dyke.
Right.
So Dyke being my last name, and years and years ago, it started as a nickname, and it stuck.
Huh, cool.
So it's fun. I enjoy it. It spells a little different, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I thought that was your real name, and then Paul and them were like, no, his real name's Sean. I'm like, oh, okay.
I go by it all the time.
Yeah, I go by asshole every once in a while.
Oh, not just every once in a while.
I was going to say that. Oh boy, I came close to agreeing.
What time
with
is it? What time is it? I think we're supposed to call him that.
Well, if they want to remain on the show, they'll be nice.
This is nice.
No.
So, what kind of stuff are you into? I mean, I know you got a laser and train, so just, what kind of stuff do you do? What do you like?
Nothing really.
Huh?
No.
Okay, well, show's over, guys.
Good night.
Honestly, I'm all over the board as far as things that I like to do. I love my lasers. As you can see, I have two of them. My compressor finally shut off. I have a Morn. I've had this one for over 13 years, going on 14 now. So she's been around the block. And then not too long ago, I picked up the OMTech. And they're both 100 watts. This is a 24 by 36, and that one's a 24 by 40. And then you can kind of see, the gantry right here. And that's actually my, it's a Laguna that I actually did a lot of work on. There you go.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's my router, my CNC router.
Oh, cool.
And then of course I have printers and stuff down in the dungeon.
You got a lot of stuff compacted in there.
It's a 2-car garage, and it's I got it set up pretty good this time.
Full.
Yeah.
It is full. It is full. But I mean, you can walk around the tables with no problem, and around the CNC.
And there's no car.
Pardon?
There's no car.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's a car in a garage. Jeez.
I took ownership of the 2-car garage here too. So.
Well, I took this baby over.
Garage ain't no place for a car.
Oh
Yeah.
It lives outside.
Me
it's
and
the
my
man
wife
cave.
had talked a while back about building a house, and she goes, and before the house is even started, you're going to build the shop first because you ain't taking over the garage. So,
It's all good here.
So, what do I mean of the stuff that you do? What do you really like to do the most of? Like, if you had to choose one of the hobbies that you would take on and do, what would it be?
Well, I love what I'm doing now. It'd be the T-track, the trains, the N-scale trains.
Right.
But I'd have to keep all my equipment because I use it all for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tools, right?
I mean, the printers, the resin printers. Yeah.
Right.
They're all tools.
So
They're all cool.
Yeah. So have you made some of your own cars and just added the wheels and stuff to them?
Actually, we've been just recently doing that. Andrew, which is my friend. Excuse me. He's actually been working really hard on flat cars with bulkheads, and I've done a few myself. I'm working on log cars for my next train. I've got a 3-truck Shay. I don't know if you guys are into trains or not. It's really cool.
Trains, planes, and automobiles. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Amen. And I've been printing out some log cars for that one. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And buildings, I did a nice G-scale factory for a club, our Garden Railway Club in Merle Hay Mall. It stands out pretty good. It's nice size.
Yeah.
I'm all over the board with all the equipment. The only one I really haven't used a lot yet is the router for my trains, but I have ideas.
Oh, I'm sure you'll figure out something sooner or later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With me, I'm all over the board too. I see something and I say, man, I'd like to try that or make that, and off I go.
Yeah. Well, with me, it's always that squirrel moment, shiny. It's like,
oh yeah, yeah.
The ADHD doesn't help. I'm sorry.
Side quests, Sean. They're not squirrel. They're side quests.
Yeah. What are you? Do you have a full-time job or are you retired?
This is it. This is it.
Yeah. That's me. Yeah, I'm a retired firefighter, and these are my hobbies. This is what keeps me busy.
Yeah.
For a long time, I did it and sold stuff, but that got to be old because it became a job.
Yep.
So I'd still have some people that ask me to do things for them, and I do that. But mostly, if I make something I want to make, I put it out there for sale. Other than that, that's it.
That's pretty cool, though. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No.
It's a good past fire time, especially. I don't know if you're like me, but I love electronics. I used to be an administrator, and I own some computer stores, yada yada yada. But I love electronics, like the CNC router and the 3D printers when they first came out. It was the A-frame, and you'd be lucky to get something that would look, well, let's say eventually. They weren't out yet, but it might look like a boat. It was all ABS, so no PLA or nothing fancy. Oh, it was a challenge, but it was a good challenge.
Excuse me, a cracking blob.
Yeah, or the layers would split. Yeah.
Oh yeah, now they got them that they pretty well come already set up and made. You turn them on and put the STL in it, and it, like bamboo, for instance.
Yeah,
and they take off.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched this whole progression, and it's just amazing. And this recent step up, like to the bamboos, or the new XY, what are they? The Cortex printers and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like all of a sudden within this last year, we just made a major leap, which is cool. That's why the Enders, I'm done with them. My son, he doesn't know what's coming around the corner yet, and I think that's gonna shock him.
I have, it's within 5 or 6 feet of me. I have my first printer I ever bought, which was, I told you, the Ender that Dixon and Al and a few, I think Jim talked me into getting, and I won't get rid of it. I'll find stuff just for the heck of it to put on it and let it just sit there all day long and print.
Mine's sitting back there. It does little bitty stuff really well.
Yeah, I make a lot of I do some stuff for the kids at our church, and I make a lot of stuff, and I just put them in my pockets and go in there. And when I see kids that are doing real good or whatever, or having a problem, I give them a toy.
Oh, that's a fun way to do it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. The old man has got a pocket full of toys he's giving to kids. Someone that stopped by that church.
Good.
No, the creepiest part is when I see you when you're sleeping and I know when you're awake.
Yes, Santa Claus possesses him during Christmas.
Yeah.
And the devil possesses him the rest of the year.
Oh,
yeah. I wouldn't have even said that, Paul. Oh my God, no.
So, you showed the laser. Are you going to show what your laser is doing right now again, like you showed us earlier?
Oh, it just finished the job. I can switch it over to see.
Yeah. What were you making there?
This is for an end cap, a T-track module. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. Pretty much it's set up for N scale. These are all the sides for it.
Oh, okay.
And I have one here. It's not an end cap, but you'll get a good idea of it.
When you say an end cap, is it part of the base that goes up underneath the rails? Is it like part of the diorama?
It's part of a diorama. So you have let's say you have an oval layout with your train set, kind of like what I have on the table.
Uh-huh.
Now the idea of T-track is there's set standards. So here, let me flip this. So what you see on the laser will get connected to this, and there's the right side. So what I do is you can see where your track lines up, and on the bottom of the track, the Kato track, there's little nubs, little titties that you can screw into. Be a little painful, but it works.
Yeah, if I would have put my titty in there, I bet it hurt too.
And then this is like for a power drop. So let me get back here a little bit. So this is like half a circle.
Yeah.
And then what a lot of the guys do is, since it's a standard, your modules, now this is a half, this is a corner. Your modules have certain spacing on it. So like here, it's 1.5 inches. Even on your straights, you have an 1.5 inches, and the track has to be spaced just right. And then you can just plug all these modules in. What is it, in 2 years? There's a big show in Chattanooga, and it's going to be the world's largest layout utilizing T-tracks.
Wow.
And it's just everybody bringing in their T-track sets and plugging them all into each other. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
And it's, if you look up T and then track is TRAK.
Do you make these to sell them? Do you
Yes.
sell the plans? Do you sell the kits? Do you sell them pre-made?
I sell the kits.
Okay.
I actually sell the kits. I just package, I got stuff all over the shop. I also do like
none of us do, so
yeah.
All these are for sale on my website.
Cool.
Do you make a lot of end scale? I get a lot of demand in text and email because I make so many HOs kits and that, and I can't keep up. But I did make up a blast furnace end scale for a guy, and it's just the end scale is starting to really, really climb.
Take off, yes.
It's getting popular, and they want so many buildings and stuff. End scale, you could make some money with your resin printers for the end scale.
Oh yeah, I left it downstairs. I think I did an end scale train house.
There you go. Yeah,
and it's all cut out of cardstock.
With the laser. Okay.
Yeah.
This end scale blast furnace was all 3D printed because then you can let them run overnight, and then I take the parts off.
I think
the parts are so small. I got too much going on with the HO, so I got to stay with those kits that I make and all the stuff I make.
See,
didn't you make a lot of the buildings and stuff out of cardstock yourself, Dixon?
I experimented because I was seeing what's faster, the 3D printers, the laser, or the cutting the cardstock with it. I made them out of wood. And the big thing is, if you got the CAD drawings, all my buildings, I have the CAD draw files and stuff that I CAD'd up. And the laser, you can stack stuff up and go to town and make like 3-4 kits at a clip. But the 3D printers seem to be the quickest because I let them run overnight and then I take the parts off. The robots are making the money.
There you go.
What do y'all got? Jelly beans?
Oh,
Jelly beans, Twizzlers, and Jolly Ranchers.
Oh,
these are actually Jolly Rancher jelly beans.
You guys,
There you go.
show
us your carbs.
You got to eat better snacks like this.
yeah.
This
Paul
is my
eats
snacks.
Twizzlers. I like Twizzlers.
I like the licorice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the best thing is I'm the only one in the house that'll eat them, so I don't have to worry about the kids devouring them.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yep, that's for sure.
They should sell a whole bag of liquor.
What'd you bring, Chris? Did you bring a Klondike bar?
Nope. No.
No, New York.
A York
And
peppermint patty.
Peppermint
that's
patty.
crunch.
Those are good.
Oh, those are good. Yeah.
So the 3D printers, what kind of brands of 3D printers do you have? I know you said you had the Enders, but
Well, my original one is what is it? God, it sucks getting old, man. I forget
know.
everything.
yeah, I have short-term memory loss. I walk into the room to find something and forget what I'm in there for.
When you walk on-
I wouldn't
Yep.
know what you're talking about.
But my modern one, I was going to tell you the first one. I forgot it. I'll remember at the end of the show. But other than that, I have a Creality K1 Max. Love it. Then I'm going to go down the side. Then I have a Bamboo, the combo. So I have the AMS, and then I have the Elegoo Neptune, the Neptune 4 Max. Then my son has an Ender 3, and my daughter has an Ender 3.
Cool.
And then I have something special that's going to be shown up here,
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
If they didn't know and they're watching, they know now.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have 2 resin printers. I have 2 Saturn S's. So just a few.
Yeah. Cool. I got a resin printer, but it's such a pain in the butt to go through I mean, they do beautiful work, but time you put it in, get it out, wash it, put it under UV light and everything, it's like, man.
And if you don't wash it right, it gets sticky, and then residue. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for very tiny little parts. That's what it's awesome for,
Yeah, exactly.
especially end scale.
Yeah.
I've been doing. Oh, let's see. Where's the other part? I only have part of a truck. This is resin. But I've been doing G-scale trucks with it, and they've been turning out just beautiful.
So do you have a website that you actually sell a lot of parts on, or?
No, actually, right now I'm doing just the T-track modules and the mini dioramas.
Yeah,
And
I'll put his website out there.
Are you retired now?
Are you?
Are you retired? You're doing this as a side hustle
What?
fun?
Oh, the wife says I'm retarded, but
No, not retarded.
No, he's retired.
We're all retired. I mean retired, but
no, I say I'm semi-retired.
well, I was just curious because if you want it, I can send these people I keep getting and send them to you if you want to make parts for them for end scale. But you got to CAD all the parts up first, and it gets to be a lot.
No, yeah, it really does. And with everything else going on, my goal is to this time next year to literally have like trains and inventory along with the things that I make in my store. So that's what I'm loving about this. This is also getting me the things that I like and enjoy.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. No matter what you do it just for fun. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Before we forget, or before I forget, or Russ forgets, not that he would forget. Remember, guys, everybody that comes on would tell us a shop confession. Just something that would happen. This is coming up soon, towards the end.
Yeah, right at the end. We call it wood shop confession. It's one of those things you confess to something you do, and after you did it, and blood is usually involved, you go, why the heck did I do that?
Yeah, you can win a trophy.
You just let me know because I got to bail early because I'm going to another show after this.
That's why I'm kind of.
Yeah.
I'll do it now.
All right, go ahead. Do your wood shop confession right now.
More points for blood.
You can win a trophy if you lost an arm or a leg.
Well, actually, we 3D print you a new hand.
Hey, the last guy was missing a finger.
Yeah.
Actually, I got mine on video. And it was 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
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 A lot of blood.
I remember.
So do I. In there.
Yeah.
Well, we don't remember, so tell us.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I caught that. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
Let me see if I can find it there.
Show video.
Give me 1 second. Go ahead and talk, and I'll.
Oh, we give you
video.
It's
we
really
give you
hard
all the
to
time in the
get
world
us
for video.
You're gonna love
We
this.
keep trying to talk Chris into getting a 3D printer or something,
Nope.
but
Yeah, he
if he
don't.
sees your video, he won't want a laser. That's for
Oh,
sure.
it has to do with a 3D printer. Oh
No, it's-
man.
Oh, this is laser.
Oh, laser.
The shop can. All my printers are downstairs in the dungeon, so that's not
Yeah.
a dungeon confession.
No, when I first started into 3D printing, there was a glob hanging on the nozzle, and I just reached up to grab forgetting that it was like, I forgot that it's like 500 degrees, 200 and something Celsius is like 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. Oh yeah, it burnt the end of my fingers really nice.
Hopefully, he's going to show us a picture of a hole in his thumb, and then he's going to slide a thread through it.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to see that.
Do you know what I found out is if you really get your not the raw beam but the focus beam, it cauterizes as it cuts. So we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, and now I can't find it. Of course, where are you? Too late.
Don't
Oh,
let
here we
anybody
go.
know that,
Here we
huh?
go. Okay.
Oh yeah, make it. You have to make them full screen there, Russ.
Yeah,
when you,
and
when he
definitely
gets the video up.
Give
Yeah, I
warning-
will as soon as he gets it up.
Give the warning.
Good
Never
thing
walk
Paul's
away.
still here.
This better be good. All the anticipation we're having to go through.
There we go. Now I gotta line it up. And is that Heinz ketchup?
Yes.
Yep.
That's good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna.
It's Carly Simon, isn't it? Isn't it Carly Simon that sings it?
Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, not.
Look.
I might have to.
Okay, stick your hand in there.
Hey, it's
No, there's no blood on this one. This one is it's just my pride.
Oh,
Oh,
So
yeah.
what,
Oh, this
Yeah.
is where it catches fire.
yeah,
oh yeah.
yeah. Where's your extractor? Your smoke?
Oh, it's going. What I did is I didn't turn my valve on for my air all the way.
Air assist, I meant. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
was
that's
air
the
assist.
problem.
And the bad part is I got my back. I'm right there. I'm not even.
Yeah.
You didn't have to
walking away
buy.
from that.
Did you have to buy a new mirror and stuff? A mirror?
No,
Oh,
actually not. By the end of the show, I had it back up and running. I already had the elbows. I already had the hoses.
sure.
There you go. You can really
Yeah,
see it on
George.
that.
Yeah, air assist. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see the big old blob of plastic.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's my confession. That's number 3.
Yeah. There goes the plastic.
Yep. Oh, it gets good. I'm sitting here talking about the cuts and adjusting mirrors and focusing, and she's just burning.
Yeah. And the chat was going wild. Fire,
Yeah.
fire,
Oh
fire.
yeah.
That's what I was talking about. You got to watch the laser, but the 3D printers, you can just let them run.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The new ones, yeah. The
Trust
older
me,
ones.
there's a video out I saw years ago, and of a guy, his CNC.
Oh,
The
geez.
wood company.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's going really good now.
Get the
Yeah.
marshmallows out. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And it's still just going away. Cutting.
Yeah.
It's still cutting.
That's
And
why he has two
Here it
lasers.
is. Oh shit.
Oh shit! Look at that thing go, too, boy. Doesn't
Oh,
it?
there you go. Add some oxygen to it.
Yeah. that'll work.
So yeah, that's confession caught on tape.
Yeah,
There you go.
Bravo, bravo.
that's good.
Ooh. Slightly embarrassing. Yeah, like I said, that's more my pride. So
Yeah, I'll just real quick. There's a video out of a guy had his CNC, and he walked out of the garage and just left it, and the board came loose and hung on to the CNC, and it actually set the board on fire.
fire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I can do that.
yeah. So, yeah, they're machines. You got to watch them. You just can't leave them alone.
Yeah. Oh, especially lasers.
Yeah.
I would leave the laser alone, but I had a camera on it and I had an alarm programmed
Yeah.
on top,
Okay.
so if something happened, it let me know. And it had
Yeah.
auto shutdown. I took an Arduino board with the gas sensor and the motion sensor and then it was programmed to shut everything down if something like that happen.
Yeah, I had my camera on mine and it was hooked to my phone, and so if I had to go out of the shop into the house to use the bathroom, I could keep an eye on it while I was using the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's a good idea.
See, I'm lucky that.
I have the grandkids over there.
well, the thing, the bad thing about it is he had a camera hooked to it. And
Oh, everybody else thought. Oh, Dave was saying he was squirting his screen.
yeah, that's yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
one of-
my phone was going on. I mean, it was nuts. All of a sudden, all at once, it was just yeah.
That's why I
What's
like
that?
hand tools. You don't have to worry about stuff.
No, you just saw your finger off.
Yeah.
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 Mm. That's number 3. I had one in here that took off really good, and again, that one took the belt. That one I lost the belt and I lost the air hose and stuff. And I was right here, and the cold part, it was closed. That's why I leave them open actually, so I can actually see better. And it's cutting away, but it's doing some really fine stuff, and those pieces were dropping and building up, and those caught on fire, which lit the whole thing up. I mean, it went fast. And I'm sitting back. For some reason, I'm thinking about, going to, to a camp, setting up a camp, having a campfire. And that's when I noticed that orange glow that giving me that campfire kind of vibe.
Yeah, right.
It was a fire. Because
You're
the
good at
whole
part.
the whole top, all you could see was this orange flame.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw. This might be a good idea. I haven't looked into it good enough to see if it would be good for our lasers, but they now make a ball about the size, a little bit bigger than a baseball. And it almost looks like a Christmas ornament, and you can either hang it on your tree or you can hang it above something. I was thought about getting one and putting it in my laser, and when fire hits it, it explodes and puts the fire out.
Yeah, they're a little pricey, but I suppose
Yeah,
I got one right here that I've never used.
when you say pricey, if it burns up your laser, that's pretty pricey too.
Yeah, on your shop and everything.
Oh, that's it, Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
What is that, Paul? Is that it?
It's called the cloud.
he's
And
got a
you put
different.
this on your laser or your 3D printer or whatever, and if it senses fire, this thing melts and it just puts that powder everywhere.
Yeah.
That's-
It's like poof.
That's my only fear, because so far every time it's either been like the video you saw, it's just blowing it out because it's just a small fire, or usually I have like my Windex bottle.
And
Here's
if
what
it
we
goes
talking
off,
about.
Is it alcohol based Windex?
No, usually it's a bottle with water.
Well, I mean, that's the reason I want to look into it, because if it's the same stuff, I can't think of the compound in a normal fire extinguisher, the powder.
yes, it's the same stuff.
Yeah. Well,
Only it's
that's,
packed
I
in
mean,
there tight.
worst case scenario, that's okay, but
Right, exactly.
it's a mess to clean up, and it does cause damage to electronics.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the
See,
perfect
Sodium,
situation
is
would
it
be
sodium
to have
bicarbonate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The perfect situation would be have a CO2 or a halon system. It's inside there to go
But
off.
those are spendy.
Yeah.
So I'm always here, and usually so far everything's been just with the squirt bottle, just in case. I have several now. I have one by each.
Bottles.
Oh yeah. So I have one here, one right here next to me. I have, and one over by the door.
I hope that my closure is airtight enough to where it'll burn up all the oxygen and put the fire out.
As long as your fan's not running,
Right, because it's like
I just feeding it oxygen.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, things happen. That's why I always say, especially with the laser, unless you got a camera on it and you can view it as you're sitting on the john or something.
Yeah. They can all of them cause a fire. I've been to fires that were started by the ceiling fan. The ceiling fan caught on fire and dropped down on the bed in the bedroom and set the bed on fire. So,
Oh shit! Yeah.
Jeez.
It's
So-
possible.
anything that's mechanical can cause a fire.
Add that electricity to it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this, even this little guy,
Yeah.
you know, little diode.
Yep.
But yeah, anyone that gets the diode, get the air assist.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it makes a big difference, and it helps.
Yeah, it does.
So, anybody got any questions on the panel?
No, but you guys talking about fire does not make me want to get these tools.
It's the you just have to be there with it. You just can't leave it alone.
And that's all. I'm just the firebug. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds
Mitch,
like you're the fire magnet.
yeah,
Pretty
Mitch
much.
from Hendrix Woodworking said, "How about halon nozzle inside the enclosure?" Yeah, halon. Halon was actually designed for
computers.
electronics, but also for human beings. So, in other words, if it went off, it gave the human beings a time enough to escape without causing them damage, plus put the fire out. Now, CO2 would do the same thing. The problem with CO2 is if you turn CO2 loose off in that big closed an enclosure like that, CO2 replaces the oxygen, so the people can't even get out before they die. So, yeah, you can't use CO2. Now, CO2 is good in stuff like over deep fryers and like restaurants and stuff. They use CO2 for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in the machine that would work.
Yeah, in the machine. Yeah,
Yeah, if you pipe it into the machine.
yeah, in the machine. Yeah. But Halon, when they came out with that, that's awesome. I saw some videos on that, and that guy poured gasoline on actual newspaper print and set it on fire. And before it could really scorch the newspaper, it put the fire out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's what we'd put in the server rooms.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
there's a fire and it set it off, it wouldn't destroy the servers.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Everything will keep working.
Yep.
Yep.
Halon, yeah.
No questions?
Yeah.
out there?
Nobody on the panel has any questions. Boy, y'all are quiet tonight.
Anybody else?
Is your end scale in the garage there, or is it a real small one or big or?
The only thing I have in the shop right now is just the modules for it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Then
I know.
the G scale is out here.
Yep.
I know. I've got a question. I've seen some video, and you might want to maybe touch on it of this club that you go to. That's railroad related. I think that kind of would be part of this this stream.
I have actually two clubs. One is the Des Moines T-Track, and that's the T-Track, the small end. Oh shit! the end scale, and then I'm also a member of the Seegers, which is the Garden Railway. So hence the G scale.
Yeah, not to put you on the spot or anything. Can you show some video of that?
Do you live in warm weather? Talk
No.
about G scale. Oh, okay.
It was, let's put it this way, it was -10, and I don't want to know what the wind chill factor was the other
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
So it was cold. Let's see, I'm trying to find.
I won't mention I was in the pool today then.
Yeah, we got cold. What was it? Friday morning, it was 47 degrees here.
Yeah, I caught me off guard.
They
I
thought it was
thought
like
it
an
was
Armageddon.
47-degree day.
-30 here a couple days ago at night with the wind chill.
That's the reason I live in Florida.
Oh, we got a heat wave. It's up to 15 degrees right now.
Oh, really? I got to check mine.
That's
29 degrees here.
It's 28 here.
Yeah, like Paul was saying, next week we'll be swimming. It's going to be up to 40.
Yeah, it's cold
All
here.
the snow's going to melt. It will be
It's
We'll have
really
to-
cold.
It's going to be up to
45.
40. Monday and Tuesday, it's going to go up to 40. We'll have to set up the swimming pool.
It's cold here.
It's a balmy 36 here right now.
I went water skiing just after the lake thawed. That was fun.
Does anybody out there in the chat have any questions? Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking said he had an electric train catch fire, and by the time he caught it, it caught his landscape on fire too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. see, there should be. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed there. There we go.
There you go.
Here's a little N scale trolley running around, and this was done on one of my modules.
Who's the other guy?
The other guy is Andrew.
Oh,
I started off as kind of like my producer. During the winter times, he doesn't do much. Spring and summer, he's into landscaping and stuff. And I think right here is a car we've been working on. He'll pull it up. And this is both 3D printed, FDM, resin printed, and then laser cut.
a great combination.
Wow.
Oh, it's
The
awesome.
thing didn't stand a chance,
Cool.
did it?
G-scale.
Oh, no. The only thing it was missing was the CNC router.
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, the chassis itself is FDM. The trucks that you see, those are resin,
Yep.
and then laser 1/8 inch MDF. On the bulkheads are the resin, attached to the bulkheads.
Nice.
Is this his design, or did he get it on?
No. The bulkheads are off of Thingiverse, I believe, and the
Okay.
train is, I think, the same. It might be Colts.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what's out there for reproduction. It's just
Oh, it's freaking awesome! I
Yeah,
mean, you
it
can't.
is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm amazed. I can do some CAD and some stuff, but the ability that people have, and then I'd say a lot more stuff out there free than you have to pay for, and the stuff out there is free. I've run into very few files that were actually not good to be able to use. Most of the stuff that people put out there is a good file.
It's come a long way. Yeah.
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 it really
I used
is.
to have to CAD everything up, and oh my God, there's so much out there on CG Trader,
Yeah.
Thingiverse, Cults. It's crazy. Now, if you
Yep.
want to do something, you just download. It's hard for me to print all these little parts, steps, and beams, and all of that when you can buy the STL files for $5 when it would take me 3 days to CAD it all up.
Yep.
Pay
And that I don't mind. Why
Real quick,
reinvent the wheel?
Leonard Davis in the chat said, "What got you into trains, and how long have you been making your own parts in trains?"
If it's for me, it's I was 8 years old and I had a pocket full of change. Walked up to a garage sale and they had a big box of Lionel and track, a lot of track, and I think I paid 50 cents for it all because it was like
Really?
in the garage sale. Yeah, I'm just looking at it and they're like, "How much money do you have in your pocket?" And it's like this. It's like, okay, you can have it.
Do you
Like-
still have it?
I wish.
Oh.
I used to drive my parents nuts because our room, they took out the middle wall, so to extend the bedroom, it was my brother and myself. So I'd take the train and I'd run it between the two doors and I'd run it down the hall into the living room and back. I could hear when they'd step on the track and they'd scream and holler at me. But yeah, that was the start. That was the
Yeah.
start.
I understand why you don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think train track predated Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And toe stubbing.
Oh, those
No,
were
it
good.
was, but it was those cabin log things. What were they called?
Oh, Lincoln
Lincoln
Log.
Log.
Lincoln logs.
Lincoln Logs. I had,
Lincoln logs were the original ones.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
Lincoln Logs definitely predated Lego.
Yeah, and predated you stepping on it, crushing the bottom of your foot with them. Was that graphic enough?
Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels cars. I had a ton of them on Hot Wheels track. Hot Wheels cars don't feel too good when you step on them either.
Especially the ones with fins and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at your stuff out, and it's like I'm seeing the red rocket. Your backdrop.
Oh yeah.
I have the actual model in G scale that I finished 3D printing, and this spring I'm going to do it and set it out with the trains.
No, wait a second. What? Right here?
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
The building.
The building.
Yeah.
building.
That gas station. I have a model of it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Garden
Well,
scale.
That was in honor.
G
of-
scale.
that
G,
was in honor-
yeah, G scale. That's crazy. Yeah, that'll be big.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank
That's
you.
pretty awesome.
So yeah, that'll be fun. It's still like this is what I love about 3D printing.
Can't wait
You
to
know,
see.
when you guys like me when I was a kid, it was models. That was one of the popular things.
Yeah.
Planes, ships, and cars.
I'm still
you
doing
know,
that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. That's
Oh,
right.
but here's the coolest part. Now we can print our own models.
Yes.
You don't have to go to the store and buy it.
Anything.
That's where the industry is going to go eventually.
Anything.
It's heading that way. Yeah.
You apply the pattern for the kit and not the kit.
Yep.
I just need to learn to finish them.
Oh, Sean, you have not seen the model hoarder until you've seen Chris's collection.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That guy's got a whole garage full of models.
Yeah.
It's gone
And,
over.
and guess what? They're still sitting in the box, not put together.
Right over his right shoulder there. They're probably
A collector.
There's a lot of rare.
At least I fly my planes, Chris.
Yeah.
They lose their value when you take the cellophane off.
That's right on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep thinking
Besides,
that.
it's keeping somebody else from having it. That's the game.
Oh, all right.
You selfish man.
Oh, I am. I'm selfish. You're right. I do an auction every weekend, and I'm in it to the end at 10 o'clock.
Oh, there you go.
I keep
There's
other
nothing
people
wrong
from
with
getting the
that.
good kits. As long as I can afford it.
There's nothing wrong with that. See, there's another reason for a 3D printer. You can make those custom parts for your
Right.
kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if your turret gun breaks off on top of your B-52, you can print a new turret gun and put it on there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a problem. The 52 does not have a turret on top.
That was
I just
How about a belly turret from a B-17?
It's
There
on
you
the
go.
tail. It's on the tail.
Yeah.
The B-52s are on the tail, right?
Yep.
yeah.
And actually, the ticket
Yeah.
goes off.
Yeah, they're radar guided, but they're back
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Why? Isn't it where the guy's laying down and he's looking through like a periscope thing?
That's the 29.
Yeah, that's the B-29.
Yeah.
Didn't you? Well, what's the name of that show? Heavy Metal. Isn't that where the ball kind of went and just went right up into the belly of it? And
That was one of my favorites.
I love it too. I love it too.
If you were the short guy in the crew, you knew where you were going. So
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys haven't seen Heavy Metal,
The first one.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's an awesome movie. It is.
What's funny is I have it on my computer and I'll throw it every once in a while whenever I get the itch to watch it all the way through. This is no joke. Every time the taxi scene, the taxi driver,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and he picks up that one person and they end up back at his place.
Yes. Yes.
This is no joke. Every time that scene would come up, my wife would be coming downstairs and she's like, "What are you?" Timing was always perfect every time.
Ooh, big. Ooh, big.
Like, yeah. But she's actually out here right now.
she knew you were talking about it.
Oh, it's all good here. It is all good here.
Yeah, I love that. I'm a big sci-fi fan, and some of the sci-fi movies I grew up with, like The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The remake is terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
War of the Worlds. I love that one.
yeah, the original one.
The original.
Yep,
That's good.
yep.
See, now
I
this
got
is the
that
cool
one,
thing.
and then what's the other one? Forbidden Planet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Forbidden Planet. I really like that one.
See,
Actually, I've got the robot, a plastic figured robot, still in the cellophane from. It's probably 30 years old from that.
Toby?
Toy, or what's it called? I think L toy.
Robbie.
Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie the robot.
Yeah, Robbie.
I've got two of them in the boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
he was actually out before the B whatever robot on Lost in Space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the B9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to go help Ryan get the show set up.
All right, guys.
Sean gets there,
Snooty.
it'll already be taken care
Yeah.
of.
I'm
Good man.
sure,
Is this the one?
I'm sure Sean
Yeah.
will be checking out here shortly.
I'll be bailing.
Yeah,
you.
there it is.
That's exactly the one I have. Yeah. I
Yep,
have two of
that's the
those.
one I have. Yep, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, they were really cool.
I think the
Well,
battery.
Sean, I know you're fixing to head out. I appreciate you being on, and
Yeah, that's fine.
we can maybe we'll have you back if you want to sometime.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, sounds really good.
beans.
So, well,
Oh,
you have a great day, and see you later.
Sounds good. It was a pleasure, guys.
Bye, Sean.
Yeah, man, be good.
Cheers, on.
Adios.
I'm
Yeah,
sitting here right
Sean
beside
is on.
Russ. This is scary.
Sean and Paul go to another show of. I don't care if Paul, if you want, or Paul, Al, if you want to put their show in our.
Let me find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you can
especially
find it,
since
put
I
it in there.
forgot my
I'm more than happy for y'all to go over and watch their show also.
It's actually good. It starts at 8.
Yeah, they just need a little time to prepare. But if y'all want to go over there, and if you go over there, make sure that you tell them in the chat that you're from
Like Russell
my
said,
show. Let's Talk Shop with Russ, and you're over there to see their show. So
They highlight a lot of makers, a lot of 3D printers, a lot of makers, a lot.
yeah,
And
That's good.
Sean actually controls the graphics and the video and stuff back and forth. And while Ryan speaks,
Well, if it starts at 8, we've already missed it.
yeah, exactly. No, it's
Well, I
actually
meant,
8
sorry.
o'clock. 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock Al's time. It would be 9 o'clock my time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's only 7 right now. 7:46.
All right.
I ain't used to this. I'm close enough. Russ can slap me.
Michelle Marcoux out there in the chat. Leonard Davis, Chris Nealon, Mitch from Hendrix Woodworking. He was new. Thank you for being on. Our Ballad Designs.
Yeah, there. That's Ryan right there.
That's
There's
Ryan
no
there,
problem
yep.
Making it up as we go.
Making it up as we go. So that's if y'all want to go over and watch his show
Well,
after ours,
I'll post the link here.
I'd be very happy for y'all to do that. Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking. Aussie Man I know is out there, and so is Michelle Marcoux. He is out there. I seen him earlier. So thank y'all for being out there. Donna Presley was in the chat. She didn't have a good enough internet to try to be on the show tonight. She is in, what is it, Biloxi, Mississippi?
Biloxi,
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's in Biloxi again.
Yeah,
that's where Jim wishes he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
JJE is out there. Thank you, JJE. So
Good evening to you.
James Parker was out there. I think he's still
Jimbo,
out there.
one for you.
He said he oh no. I just
He's
now
not doing
read
too
this.
well.
James
Yeah.
Parker said he will only be on for a few minutes tonight. He's been in the hospital and is very sick.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He has cancer in his kidney and bladder.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, so
Send him
he'll
prayers.
find out how bad it is on Monday. 2 weeks in the hospital. And I'm very weak. I was wondering, I hadn't seen him on the show. Like, I think it was
Yeah,
last week. I didn't see him. So I'll get a hold of him, talk to him here in the next day or so. But yeah, so James not doing very good.
Yeah, my mom's going through that right now too.
I shall keep them in my prayers.
Yep. Yeah. And then Jim's wife was in the hospital, and then Paul's wife is in a rehabilitative care place, and they're trying to get her where she can go home. So we have several sick people.
I think she just needed a vacation from Baldo.
Yeah,
It's-
she's actually
yeah.
down in Cabo.
Do what? I didn't hear what you said.
She's in
I think
Cabo.
Oh, yeah.
I think she just needed a vacation from Paul.
Yeah, to get the hell away from him.
Wait a second. He can't defend himself, can he?
No,
No.
now's the time to say whatever we want.
Actually,
doing-
I'm on the other show right now, and in their chat, I can relay it real quick. What did you want me to tell them, Russ?
That was Donald that said that. I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I said she just needed a vacation from him.
Okay. Well, I'll tell them that.
He'll probably say he needed a vacation from her.
I just told them that you were talking about him.
Praising is what it is. Where's my cap?
Uh-oh.
Oops,
Just heard a ding.
Oops.
not moi.
Reckon I'm off the Christmas list.
Yeah, yeah, really. Anyway, I was telling the guys earlier, I did get a new toy recently, and I had a DTF printer before. It was a Pro Colored brand, and I am here to tell you, if you're out there looking around for a DTF printer, do not buy a Pro Colored. They're the biggest pieces of crap on the planet, in my opinion. I can say that because I've had one and I used it. And if you go on any of their platforms on Facebook, tons of people are having problems, even with the brand new printers. So it's not one of the best buy. But in the beginning, when I first started, it seemed like everybody was saying they were great. But now that they've got, they were kind of a new company. But now that they've got out and people are using them, they're finding out that the pieces are crap. So anyway, I bought a new one and been playing with it, and I'm really impressed with it. I didn't know what a good DTF printer, and if y'all don't know what that means, DTF stands for direct to film transfer. It's like ink. What is it called? What's the old
Ink sublimation?
No, not ink sublimation.
Inkjet?
Yeah, when they used to print your shirts. I can't think of the name.
Screen print.
Oh, silk screen.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
screen, yeah.
Screen printing. Yes, it's
Silk
it's
printing,
it's like silk
Okay.
screen printing, both the same. Yeah, it's like that, but it's actually something that you can do. And I was showing the guys earlier. I put that on my shirt.
Oh,
That is a DTF transfer, and I was able to put it on the sleeve of my shirt. Now this over here is a embroidered emblem. I bought the shirt with that on it, but I put the other one on my sleeve. But big difference in the quality of the product that you can produce with the new one that I've got. Now, in all sincerity, my other DTF printer was like $1,200, maybe $1,500. This one was a little bit more, like about $2,000. But the difference in them are night and day. Just all the difference in the world, the quality of the prints and everything else. So, but if you ever think about DTF printing, and the other one is sublimation, Al. Sublimation is, but the only thing about sublimation is you can only put it on stuff that is sublimation made. In other words, you can't put sublimation on 100% cotton t-shirt because it just won't work. It needs polyester. The ink of sublimation actually by heat is vaporized into the fabric of polyester and bonds with it to make the print. If it's not polyester, or if it's not a substrate that's made for sublimation, it won't work.
it won't. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's the reason I have a sublimation and I like it. Don't get me wrong. You can buy tumblers and make tumblers all day long. I had one here that I made, but you can make the tumblers and they're great. They don't wear off. They're permanent. They're everything. There's not a problem with it. It's just you can't, like, I see a nice shirt that I like and I buy it and it's like 50% cotton, 50% polyester, you can forget it. Sublimation won't go on it. So that's with DTF, you can put it on pretty much anything.
The DTF actually sinks down into the fibers.
It's actually a like the old screen printing. You can actually feel it. It's like a plastic that's being melted into the fiber.
So it stays above all. So, yeah.
And just like anything, just like when you did screen printing years ago, after so many washings, it's going to come off. You know, it's just going to wear. It's going to naturally wear because it's attached to the fabric. And when you wash them, you're supposed to wash all of the things that are, you know, ink, screen printed or whatever. You're supposed to wash them inside out to help protect the print. So now, one thing good about sublimation, if it's on polyester, it doesn't have a tendency to wear off because it's bonded actually to the fabric itself, into the polyester, in other words. So, but yeah. Did I pay the license fees for that logo? Yes, I actually did. I actually did. I bought them off of the Florida Gators site, and I can use them to sell even if I want. But this is not for sale. I just did this on my shirt.
And he knows you're not selling, so it'll be okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it to sell, but I wanted the ability to be able to, because I have some friends that have asked me if I could do this, and so I went on there and paid the price for it and can use. I actually got like 10 different graphics in the package and paid for them, so I can use.
You got this on Etsy, right?
No, actually, it wasn't on Etsy. It's on the yeah. Oh, if I paid it for it on Etsy, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have put them on a shirt.
It looks like it prints really well. I think you spelled Georgia wrong, though.
Yeah, Georgia.
Starting.
Yeah, some of the stuff, and I don't know how well. I'm going to try to put it up on camera, but some of the stuff it prints is like I did this. You get the color on the side, but it puts this white on the back, and the white is actually what gets the plastic applied so that it will stick. So if I can get it into the camera, yeah, that's a pretty good shot. You can actually see how thick the white with the plastic is.
Yeah.
Now, once you print this and once you put the powdered plastic on it and you take it off, you put it inside of an oven and bake it at like 250, I think it is, Celsius, for like a minute and a half. And then it's ready to let it cool off. Then it's ready to transfer to the t-shirt or whatever you're going to put it on.
Cool.
So, but yes, yeah, I'm very cautious about, actually what Leonard's saying is true. I'm very cautious about stuff that I use and produce because, yeah, I know even little people that have gotten, I know of a person that was selling, a friend of mine that was making cornhole boards when they were very, very popular. And he put some of the brands of some of the college teams on them and selling them. And he got busted. And it cost him a lot more than he ever made making those cornhole boards to get out of trouble. Trust me.
Well, the way around that is you buy the sticker. When you sell the board, give them the sticker.
Yes. Yeah, you can do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if you buy the sticker,
you can make the board and give them the sticker and actually have a place on the board where they know where to stick it, all lined up, and let them stick it on there. And just, yeah,
but if you buy the sticker, then you've already bought the.
Technically, yes.
Buy the board and you say the sticker's free here.
Yeah. Technically, I wouldn't want to get into that. You know what I'm saying? So.
But the licensing fee is rolled into the cost of the sticker.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't think that you'd have to, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to be put into that situation.
No, I get it. I'm just.
Yeah. Because it's just, I see a lot of people, and Al's right about Etsy. You see a lot of stuff on Etsy. You know, dang good and well they didn't pay the license fee for Harley Davidson or Georgia Bulldogs, or you know, damn good and well they didn't pay for it.
When you get the letter, then you just quit doing it.
Yep,
that's exactly it too.
That's what I did.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Yep.
You get a cease and desist.
That's what I did.
Quit making them.
I didn't know.
The line is real fine between inspired and an actual, real gray.
Yeah.
You know, the worst ones about that too are the Marine Corps and Harley.
Oh, they'll come. They'll come after you.
Yeah.
You know,
I
for
gotta-
years, and I did not know this, but the United States Marine Corps was the only logo that was copyrighted and everything and protected. The
Yeah.
rest of the
Really?
military
Wow.
didn't do their ends.
See?
Now they are, but back in the day, the Marine Corps was the only one that was.
Here's the
What's
diamond. Here's the diamond plate one. I sold a lot of them.
Yeah.
Scratch that out of the video later, Russ.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like if I make a black with orange swirl pen, it's inspired.
That's right. That's right.
But if I write Harley Davidson on it, that's infringement.
That's
Yeah.
That's where. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now
I
the Air
spelt it-
Force, the Air Force takes the money that they get from licensing, and they use it for their recreation stuff for the kids on the bases, for the
Oh, that's
families who live on the bases.
Navy is doing that now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
Just spell it wrong, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, like I've got a Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
These are after all blue boxes. Okay. They're
Yeah.
just blue
Yeah.
police boxes. Is all they are.
There
Yeah.
are those blue
That's it.
pallets.
They just happen to resemble something else.
It's just, those are blue police boxes. I still have to pull the paper off.
Russ Meadows is out there. He joined us.
Hello, Russ.
When did he sneak in?
Yep. So, well, it's 9:00, and it's about time. My wife are going to try to go to church in the morning. So, the good thing about I was telling everybody else tonight, but my eye surgery has went fantastic. I woke up the other morning, was sitting in front of my computer, and was actually reading the computer without my glasses. I hadn't done that in 6 months.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I didn't even have to have my glasses to see the computer. I really don't have to have my glasses right now to see it, but it's a little blurry. So, I mean, I can read that Russ Meadows said, "Hello, Jim." And then Aussie Man said, "Hi, Russ," without my glasses on. So, but the glasses do make it just crystal clear. But on my main computer, I have 30, 40, 32, 40. Anyway, I have at least 32-inch computer screen, so I can read those letters very well without my glasses. So
That's bigger than the TV in my den.
Yeah.
yeah,
My 55 inch is really good, guys. I really enjoy it.
yeah, yeah. I don't have any more room. I mean, I could make room, but I don't have any more room. I got two 32-inch monitors, and that's all the room I have on my desk for them. Would have to.
There's one there and one there.
Yeah, I'd have to move something to be able to get bigger ones. So, no, those work just fine.
Yeah, we're about to play musical TVs here. We're getting one for the pool and one to put in Amy's office. So the office one I get to take out to the shop. So it's like spend a whole day moving TVs and reprogramming them.
What size is that, Dixon?
I think it's only 45.
Yeah.
Get copyrighted here. We'll run some YouTube videos on the YouTube channel.
Oh, I've done that.
So yeah,
Here's mine. I have to go way back. That one's a 32 inch, and that one's a 24.
Yeah, I think I seen at Walmart the other day. I think I seen 60 inches for like $400.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah.
something like that, and it was like really
Crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
And it wasn't.
They're the off brands, but
This
pretty
one
much-
was actually a Vizio. It was crazy.
oh really?
Yeah, because the other ones I wouldn't buy them because I read up on them, but the off-brand ones they had issues trying to run YouTube on them and certain apps.
Yeah, the ones that I buy for monitors for like in here for my for the show are off. Both of them are off brands. Well, I'll take that back. This one is a that one's actually I get Insignia.
Yeah,
And this is an ONN.
there's a big one in an orange
This-
box that's cheap.
This one's a Vizio, that one's an ONN, and that one's a Dell over there.
Yeah. Do you like the quality of the ONN?
It could be better. It could be better.
This one in here is only a 24, but its quality is really good.
Well, and I mean that because it's just 1080. It's not like 2K or 4K or anything like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What I'm saying, yeah.
Right.
But
that's the one you got to be careful of. I remember I read up on them, and I backed out of buying one, and I went with the Vizio, but they had issues with apps on them TVs. That didn't work right. But
I don't use it for apps. I use it like a monitor, and then just
that's the best thing. You're probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a no-name brand for the pool deck. If something happens to it in the weather or whatever, we're not out a lot of money.
Well, they're really, really coming down in price.
Oh yeah. Right now.
Oh yeah. TVs that you would have paid $4,000 for now are under $1,000.
Yeah, Chris, you'll only pay 25% more for it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, we're cutting out of here. Yeah, it was good having Sean on. I know he's not here right now, but I appreciate him being on. I think next week, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have hold on. Let me look here just a second. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. I got to be over on Facebook.
Come on.
Oh, where is it? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have Russell Crowe on next week.
The singer?
No.
The movie
star. Let me look and see if I'm correct or not. He said,
"Are we not amused?"
I'm sorry. It's not Russell Crowe. It's Robert Crowe.
Okay.
Yeah, Robert Crowe. But yeah, he's going to be on next week to talk to us about. He's gotten back into woodworking. He had taken a break for a little while, he's been making some stuff, and he's going to be on next week to talk about that. So we'll have Robert on next week. He's been on before and done some. We talked about turning with him. He also does turning and other woodworking stuff. So he will be our guest next week.
Very good.
So I actually contacted me about this week, but I told him that we already had Sean, and so he was fine. He'll be on next week. So it'll be good to see and talk to him. I haven't seen him since the last woodworking show. I think it was that we had that was in Atlanta. I saw him, and that's been the last time. So I miss those shows. I miss going to Atlanta and seeing a lot of the friends. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. So
if they're listening, bring them back.
Yeah, I'd love to have that, especially Atlanta show, because I mean that drew a lot of people in. I mean, every time I've ever been to the Atlanta show, it was packed. So
I went to the New England show before Atlanta, and I'd say New England drew about half the numbers.
Yeah, that's the Florida show.
Yeah.
You know, they had a show here every year in Tampa, Florida, and you're right. It's like half the thing of Atlanta.
No, I'm talking New England up in Mass.
Oh.
That one was about half the crowd that they had in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I stayed
in Indianapolis is smaller than that.
Yeah. The Tampa show wasn't that big either, so I can see them. I can understand them closing down some of those smaller shows because of the amount of money it takes to put on those shows. But
did they have one of the large vendors pull out because their family got sick or something?
Peachtree. Yeah. The reason Peachtree pulled out was because from my understanding, I don't know if this is true or not. From my understanding, the man's that owned Peachtree, his wife had cancer, and he was pulling out of a lot of that stuff to be able to spend more time at home, obviously, with her. And I, as far as I know, they've never come back. But yeah, they were one of the largest vendors of the show at Peachtree. So
did they also supply all the registers and stuff like that?
Yep. So
that's too bad.
Hey, talk about wives. When Ken Moon got married, that was the last time I ever saw him. Where's Ken Moon these days?
He's still producing videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we try to get him on and have him catch
I
it?
can, I can ask him. I think he did take a break himself, but yeah, I just saw the other day one of his videos pop up in my feed, and I watched it for a little bit. He was
So
doing
there's another idea for another.
yeah, he was doing some resin printing with Total Boat. That's his sponsor, Total Boat. So
Yeah, try that stuff.
yeah.
And
All right, guys, well, we're out of here. Thank you all for being out there in the chat. Thank you to Sean, even though he's not here. And we will see y'all next week. And Robert will be on with us as the guest. So until then, listen, if you're too darn lazy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn lazy. Get off your butt, get out there and make some sawdust, or you're sick. If you're sick, I understand. But get out there in the shop and have some fun and make some sawdust.
what about if I want to burn it? I mean,
What if you want to burn it?
That work, yeah.
I don't care what you do with it.
well, I mean, that's making woodworking, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess you could.
Well,
You're turning it from a solid to a vapor to ash. So
That's right.
just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Good night, guys. Live
You
long
don't
and
have
prosper.
to go home, but you
And
cannot
what Chris
stay here.
No
Please.
exit to the door. See ya.
What Chris said.
Out.